Hi, I'm Vanessa Marie with OilJarPodcast. Now, I know it is hitting, I know in the United States it's hit news related to a YouTuber, and everybody knows her name, which is Myka Stauffer. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. I don't believe it's Myka, I believe it's Myka. Um, and everybody is talking, like, how dare she? How dare she give up her child? How dare she, breathe at this point? um, I laugh because you don't reward evil for evil. It just doesn't work that way. But I can tell you, if you have your Bible and you can pull it out, and there is a wonderful story to read, because she immediately made me think of this story. It is in Genesis chapter 37, verses 18 through 28. That's where you can start. And it is a Pacific story. And if you know who I'm about to say the name, then you know the story. It is, how everybody ended up in Egypt and came out of slavery. Praise the Lord. But Joseph, the story of Joseph, and he was a dreamer. And his brothers did not like him. They did not like him at all. They hated him. Because his father really, that was his favorite. And his brothers could not stand him. And at a distance, verses 18 through 28 tells you, at a distance, here he comes walking, and his brothers are like, let's kill him, throw him in a ditch, get rid of him. Like, we're done. We're sick of him. We don't want him around. I mean, their jealousy was pretty severe. And some were like, no. Let's not do that. What does it profit us if we just do that? No. Let's sell him. And that's interesting words. What profits us? They're thinking about themselves, even though they want to just get rid of him, as if he's nothing, right? Myka, she kind of reminds me of this, because it's like, okay, I've done this. I've put up with this little person, for such a time, and I believe her feelings are hurt. I really do believe that I think she's jealous on another kind of level, because he instantly bonded with her husband and not her. I believe she was the driving factor from this adoption, based on not what other people are saying, her old videos, which they're gone now, but it was, something she wanted, and I know people say, well, she looks at him as if he's like a pair of jeans taken back to the mall. I don't think that. I really don't. I think she wanted to adopt him 100%. And a lot of people said, oh yeah, for views. Well, everybody that says that little boy's name, plasters his picture, then you're no better than what you're claiming she is. So I would remove all that. Do not say his name. Hopefully, whoever adopts him will change his name. That would be the first thing I would do, is change his whole name, because that way he can have a fresh start, and his life won't be about YouTube or anything like that. But I think along her journey, when she realized, hey, he doesn't want me in that kind of way, I think she took it on the offense, just like Joseph's brothers. They looked at Joseph just like, he's the worst thing possible. And I think over time, Myka felt like that towards her little boy. And, and she started, some of her videos, the way she talked to him is not appropriate. There's still one video up I know of. She published it January the 13th, 2020. Now this video, if you run across it, it is of actually her cleaning, but she blames him on something. He did something again, She just had this I don't know. I don't know if it's the hatred on that kind of level, like Joseph and his brothers. I don't know, but it's not right. I know that she knew that too. And if you continue reading in Genesis, you will learn the events that unfolded. The Lord, my God, He is so good because He only puts you places in a moment. Yes, you might be afflicted, but it might be for a second because He's got something better for you, just like that little boy. I pray to the Lord on high that He's with someone that loves Him, cares for Him, dotes on Him, makes, every day wonderful for Him, not for them, And I think He deserves that because He deserves a chance. Just like Joseph, he went through many obstacles in the Bible. He was sold into slavery. And then he ended up in one household where they lied on him. The woman lied, claimed he did things he did not do. And he ended up in prison. And then he tells people, he tells them what their dreams mean, and they forgot about him for a moment. That's one particular individual. And then he remembered, And Joseph ended up going to Pharaoh and telling him what his dream means. He put him second in charge. But here's the thing. It came full circle because he did see his brothers again. And they were scared. Oh my goodness, they were scared once they realized who he was. But he had nothing but love in his heart for them. And I pray that little boy one day, even if he knows about what happened, I pray he'll have that kind of forgiveness where the world's not so forgiving right now. We may all have our thoughts about Myka, right? But at the end of the day, she made a mistake, right? She's made a few mistakes. I don't think her last video, it seems more like she wants to please her viewers. That's why she put it out. But what she needs to realize, this is not about viewers or nothing. This is about her life, her husband's life, her children's life, and the little boy's life that she no longer wants to be part of his life. This has nothing to do with the rest of the world. I believe she made the right choice. I know everybody wants to hate on her for her choice of giving him up. He's not a dog. He's, a lot of people, they talk about, I don't use that word, rehoming, but they talk about as if he's a dog. No, he's not a dog because a lot of people don't even rehome animals. They'll just chunk them. They'll chunk them on the side of the road. They'll put them in bags, hoping people will run them over. No, he's not a dog. He's been given precious chance again. Because if she would have just kept him and it kept on, what if it escalated to a point that there's no return? And took his life, something like that. And if you say, wow, that's far-fetched, no, it's not. There's parents that do that to their own children because they can't handle it anymore. So I'm thankful she chose another choice and to find him somewhere that he will find a family, not a home. You can move. You can move from apartment to a house to a mansion. It does not matter. But your family is what's important. So I'm thankful that he's getting a new family that will hopefully love and dote on him. Let him know how special he truly is. But I think her choices in the beginning, the way she's went about it is poor, but her choice to give him a new family, it's amazing. I don't think anybody should rip her for that one. I think if you go back and watch her videos, you can tell, especially the one I told you about, January 13th, 2020, her discord. It's like she has no emotion dealing with him. She blames him, and in such a way that she shouldn't be around him, and that's okay. She's to the point, it's just not good. You can tell, and she is relieved that it's over in a way. And I'm thankful he is somewhere else, but the hate that she's getting, I don't think it should go on anymore. I really don't. I think she actually made the best choice for him. Just like his own mother who gave him up, right? She didn't rehome him. She gave him up because she knew she couldn't make that choice going forward. Just like Myka knew she couldn't make that choice going forward no more. So she did the right thing. I mean, there's a lot of outcomes where it's not favorable at all for children. And this one is a blessing, absolutely. But she just reminds me of Joseph's brothers, 100%. It's sad because it took a lot for them to get to a place of, oh my goodness, what have I done? You know, and I'm thankful that for Myka, she didn't actually get to that place of what have I done. I'm glad that it got to a place where she actually did make the best choice for him by giving him a new family, a whole new beginning. And hopefully they will change his name immediately. That's the first thing. If I was his parents, I would immediately change his name. That would be the first thing to do. And I would not plaster him on social media at all. Not at all. Not Facebook, nothing. Zip. It's just not something I would do for him going forward. But, so that's my 2 bits on Myka. I think she's made the best choice for him. And I think right now she needs to quit worrying about the world and worry about her family. And she talks about God in such a way in some of her videos, but right now she needs to heal from the inside out. I think her choices, she's still centered on the world right now, and I think she needs to rein that in. And the moment she does, and repents for the things she's done, I think she will feel a different kind of relief. Right now she's just relieved that he's out of her house. But if she needs to get right with her soul, I believe, and with her spirit, and take a different avenue here, quit worrying about the world. So that's my 2 thoughts on Myka Stauffer. I believe that's her last name. But hate gets you nowhere, and the things you say gets you nowhere. So be careful with the things you say online. Definitely, because they impact people on a whole new level. And if you have a chance, please read Genesis 37, chapter 37, start with verse 18. You can keep reading until you read the whole entire story. It is a blessing from God. He only puts you in a place for a moment. And then He moves you forward. Yeah. So thank you so much for listening. Talk to you later.